too much histamine in the body. Many people, when they eat foods, especially in the US, the foods being ultra-processed or genetically modified create a histamine reaction, and this histamine causes high blood pressure.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
Let's talk about some of the causes of high blood pressure. Number one, magnesium deficiency from ultra-processed food. Number two, calcium deficiency from ultra-processed food and the pharmaceutical drugs you're taking, as well as the over-the-counter drugs, Tylenol, for example, Advil, Dramamine. These over-the-counter drugs are causing these nutritional deficiencies as well, potentially. Vitamin E deficiency, omega-3 deficiency. So there are nutritional deficiencies, primarily those four. So if a person has high blood pressure, if they simply supplemented their diet with magnesium and calcium, vitamin E, make sure you get all four forms of vitamin E with tocotrienols. Unique E is one of them. Our company, World's Best Nutritionals and Organics, will have the world's best of all this stuff next year. And by the way, if you're not on that mailing list, can you put up, do we have a place where people can get on the mailing list?
Not yet.
Okay, it's got to be on the fan club website, I think. So check, or KevinTrudeau.com. Yeah, so go there. There should be a mailing list to get on the World's Best Nutritionals and Organics Vitamin KT Daily upcoming mailing list. I'm pretty sure it's on KevinTrudeauFanClub.com. Get on that, because the people who are on that list, when we come out with all these things, you're going to get special discounts because you're on the list. Otherwise, you pay full price. So magnesium and calcium. I think he was a Harvard medical doctor, but I know he was a heart surgeon who did heart transplants. Pointed out that one of the biggest problems with heart disease, which is also high blood pressure, is magnesium deficiency. And if you take magnesium, and you have to take magnesium and calcium at the same time in the correct ratio, it can reduce dramatically high blood pressure. Epsom salts, and there's one that I think is excellent. I have it at my house. I think it's called Dead Sea Soak. Maybe you can see if you can find that. Dead Sea Soak. It's Epsom salts, it's not salt, it's magnesium. And if you put a couple cups of this in a bath and take a bath at night, number one, you're going to sleep like a baby. It's going to relax all your muscles, but it's also going to get you absorb magnesium into the body via the skin. And it's excellent if you have a magnesium deficiency, which causes blood pressure. There it is, Dead Sea Soak. I don't sell any of this. I don't make any commission on this, but this is something that I take. Omega-3s. There's a whole host of different companies out there that sell omega-3s. Some are better than others. And it's not just where the omegas come from, whether it's salmon or krill. It's what chemical are they using to get the oil out of the fish. So are the fish that they're getting the omega-3s from farm-raised, or are they wild? And if they're in the wild, are they getting them in a wild sewage dump area, which many times they do? But what chemical are they using to extract it, and what are they using to preserve it so it doesn't go rancid? But omega-3s, that's the nutrient, by the way, that reduces aggression by up to 30%. Nitrous oxide. This is one of the big causes of erectile dysfunction. When we don't have a lot of this in our blood, when we're deficient, oxygenation to the blood goes down and blood pressure goes up, but we also have a hard time getting an erection if you're a male. Stress causes high blood pressure. Interestingly enough, if you just drive a car, you put yourself under massive amounts of stress. Poor circulation. Histamine. Too much histamine in the body. Many people, when they eat foods, especially in the US, the foods being ultra-processed or genetically modified create a histamine reaction, and this histamine causes high blood pressure. And then there are allergies. Corn. In America and around the world, Monsanto has genetically modified corn that's being used all over the world now. So if there's corn syrup solids, high fructose corn syrup, corn anything, it's raising your blood pressure. And wheat, specifically in Canada and America, that hasn't been fermented properly, it's hard wheat, high gluten, high protein, usually sprayed with pesticides. Some of it's genetically modified, most of it's hybrid. But they don't ferment it properly. If you're in Italy, it's not going to be a problem. The other causes are excitotoxins, monosodium glutamate, MSG. So when you're eating your Doritos and it has MSG in it, your blood pressure is going up, period, end of story. Next, you could have a melatonin deficiency and your sleep. You don't get enough deep REM sleep, and that's causing blood pressure to go up. And lastly is it could be genetic. So it could be in your DNA. You're just predisposed to high blood pressure. Okay, so what's the cure? So here are the cures. Number 1, calcium and magnesium. Number 2, vitamin E. And I think one of the best vitamins out there is a product called Unique E with tocotrienols. Next, omega-3. I can't give you a best one right now because there's so many out there and I haven't done all the research on every single one. Next, you can take beet juice. So if you get organic beets and you happen to have a juice machine, you can throw it in there and you're going to have this beautiful liquid that when you take it, it basically increases nitric oxide in your body. It increases oxygen in your system. It's going to give you more energy, but it also is going to reduce blood pressure. If you don't want to do that, you can buy their products that are 100% organic beet crystals, and it's just a powder. It's basically beet juice that's been dehydrated. You take the powder, mix it up, and drink it, and that's very effective. Next, celery juice. You can't buy celery juice. You have to get organic celery and juice it yourself. That's very effective as well. Carrot juice. Same thing. Can't really buy it. If you buy it in the store, it's going to be pasteurized, so it's second best. So you can buy carrot juice in the store, and that's okay if it's cold pressed, organic. Otherwise, if you have a juice machine, that can help. Next, you have to eliminate corn and wheat and eliminate excitotoxins. The two major ones, I mentioned monosodium glutamate, MSG, but the other one is aspartame and any type of artificial sweetener like sucralose. So most people, when I go into their home and they say, I eat healthy, I eat healthy, I eat healthy. I have a protein shake in the morning. Let me see your protein shake. It's got sucralose in it and it's got NutraSweet in it. 2 excitotoxins. It's causing brain damage, number 1. It's messing up your metabolism. It's making you get fat. And it's increasing your blood pressure. Next, if it's in your DNA, you can get your DNA tested by Dr. Jeff McCombs, McCombs. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him almost for 40 years. And he's one of the only guys in the world that takes takes your saliva and sends your saliva to Rutgers University, I believe, where they have the highest number of markers for DNA testing. He then takes that and gives you a specific set of supplements based on your DNA. So if you have high blood pressure or any medical condition that's based on your genes, it's your genetics, his method can potentially help correct that problem. Next, a histamine blocker. So if you have any type of allergic reactions or high amounts of histamine, and if that's the cause of the high blood pressure, histamine blockers are great. Exercise. And here's the other one I didn't mention. One of the causes is being fat. Welcome to America. Look, at the end of the day, fatness causes a whole bunch of problems. Being overweight, sleep apnea, fatness, and dehydration. That's what causes sleep apnea. But high blood pressure as well. So you got to lose some weight, and you got to exercise. Walking, jumping on a rebounder. Al Carter has the best rebounder. I have one. We have one here in the office. I used to travel with Al. I know Al very well. Jumping on a rebounder is fantastic. Or a vibration plate. Probably the two best out there are Hypervibe or Power Plate. And you need a big one because that'll shake everything up and that'll start reducing. Going for a walk is a great form of exercise. Yoga is very effective. Any type of cardio exercise and any type of strength training. All exercise is going to be helpful at reducing blood pressure. Next, breathing. And I've taught on this show and in the Global Information Network and at fan club in partner calls how to breathe in and out through the nose, how to put your attention 2 inches below your belly button. You breathe in through the nose, your stomach goes out a little bit. You exhale through the nose, stomach comes in a little bit. And if you breathe like this 2, 3, 4 times a day and do just 10 breaths, you'll see your blood pressure go down. Next, meditation. And I've taught meditation on this show and in other seminars on where to meditate, how to set the timer, how long, how often you do it, how you meditate. It's not guided visualizations where you close your eyes, you focus on the breath either 2 inches below the belly button. Here, you focus on the air coming in, or here, or you can focus on a mantra and you simply breathe normally. And what happens when a thought comes up and you go back? It's a specific technique. It's most notably known. The most common one is transcendental meditation, TM, transcendental meditation. But it has been scientifically proven all over the world in probably 100 different tests, maybe more, to reduce blood pressure. And then getting proper sleep. Because if you take melatonin at night, that can help you get sleep. But one trick to sleep, I'll give you this 2. One is noise. Some people have like white noise in the background. They can't sleep if it's completely silent. Okay, ideally you want to be as silent as possible, but some white noise in the background is okay. But there are some people that leave a TV on or leave the radio on. That's not helping. You're never getting into proper sleep. So ideally completely silent, or if you have any white noise like the sound of birds or the sound of crickets or the sound of running water, that's okay. But ideally, you have silence. But here's the biggest thing. You need to have pitch blackness. And nobody has it in their room. You shut off all the lights, and then there's a red little light there of the fire detector, the smoke detector. There's lights everywhere. There's hums everywhere. So what is the solution? Well, number 1, you can get earplugs. Number 2, get a mask. Get a mask. Get a black silk mask, They're very thin, and you put it over your eyes. Then go to sleep. It'll produce more melatonin. You will sleep better, more soundly. It'll blow your mind. Huge difference. The other things you can do, of course, is a magnetic mattress pad. I use one from Magnetico in Canada, I believe it is. It's very thick. I think it's the best one on the market. And you put it right above the box spring and right below the mattress, so you never know it's there. And that's going to help with circulation. You can also get a Tesla unit, a big round unit, and go under your bed. That's also very helpful. So these are the things that's going to help with sleep. And I can guarantee you, this is a natural cure for high blood pressure and getting you overall improvements in health in a variety of areas. And they don't want you to know it because they'd rather have you take the high blood pressure medication every day for the rest of your life and then come down with all the problems. All right. That's just the Reader's Digest version. I'm just getting you the highlights. By the way, next year, I am coming out with a brand new Natural Cures book. Don't worry, as part of my settlement, I get approvals to do all this stuff. Can't tell you more. I told you too much already. Hi, I'm Kevin Trudeau. This is everything they don't want you to know about to improve the quality of your life. Broadcasting every Monday and Wednesday, 2 days a week now. Monday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock Chicago time. Make sure you tune in and subscribe to the channel and share these shows with everyone you know.